Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Morrowind. As discussed, I burned my Restore Magicka potions, training up Destruction. So as you can see, it has risen 18 ranks from 15 to 33. And I accidentally cast one spell too many, but that's not really going to hurt anything. My options got reset because I switched it over to my laptop, so let me just fix all this again, as it becomes so irritating. And part of why the dungeons have been so dark is because I actually did tweak that option, just keep forgetting that it resets every time I jump the save files between computers, because I usually like to grind on my laptop because I can take it with me. I don't have to be in my office to do it. But regardless, here we are. So hopefully that's unpleasantly bright for me, actually, so let's try just turning it up a little bit and see if that works. So I'm carrying with me Cure Blight Disease, Cure Common Disease, 2 each, and then 13 Restore Healths and 11 Restore Fatigues. I'm bringing my large Kwama eggs, my salt rice, my alchemy gear, thief tools, repair tools, 2 empty petty soul gems, and 2 scrolls of Figgy's gem feeder. And I'm also going to bring 1 unit of muck, just because I am more or less ready to, well, we're going to hit the Fields of Kumu shrine on this particular outing. Sorry, I'm just taking notes on what I plan to do, as I wind up doing so often. But we're going to another Ancestral tomb next. Hopefully there will be some cool stuff in there. And I'll also tell you that I did check, and that extra rank of security is still not enough to open any new locks. So we don't have to worry about that, which is nice. Almost ready now. Let me think if there's anything at all that I left out. I don't believe there is. I did the math again, just because I had forgotten, and since I've started finding them, I need a total of 17 Grand Soul Gems, plus Azura's Star. And I think I've found 6 so far. So as you can see, I dropped off everything I said I would. We've upgraded several weapons. Now we've got our Droog Club, our Dwarven War Axe, our Ebony Short Sword. Stuck with the Glass Storm Sword, just because I prefer one-handed to two-handed as a general matter. And we're going to begin by making our way all the way back to Sturdican's farmhouse. I'm gonna get a scroll ready just so I can fill those 2 gems at the first opportunity. And the first opportunity turns out to be this scrib. Oh, damn. Well, we got him. Take his jelly. Repair my halberd. Restore my health. And we have trapped a soul. Delightful. Let's get ready on the next one. I just don't want to forget. He may not fit into a petty soul gem. I'll have to find out. It's quite possible he doesn't, actually. In fact, obviously he doesn't, or else he would have been trapped. So we'll let him be. Well, no, that's not true. I need his leather. Bam. Alright, this one we can trap. Are you kidding? Get me mid-swing both times. Kind of gave him some ridiculous range on that paralysis spell, which I thought was ordinarily Cast on touch. Oh well. We're good. Let's kill this one. Or not. And now we'll keep on making our way back to Sturdicad's farmhouse. Oh, fuck. I meant to take a Restore Fatigue. I wasted a health. That's alright, we'll live. So now, as discussed, I'm just going to explore this little strip of territory here on the northern edge of, I want to call that one Lake, I think that one's Lake Masobi. Might be Lake Amaya, but I think it's Lake Masobi. I don't know for sure, but regardless. There are a few locations we'll skip, as is so often the case. A few locations we are already free to explore, which is nice. I have no need for your hide. Thank you for the sport, if nothing else. There's Sturdican. I knew I spotted something up here. I have no real use for Guarhide, so there it shall stay. And now we get to the road, and finally, instead of turning right to Saran like we've done before, we're going to turn left and actually explore up this road a little bit. Almost immediately, you'll see this little critter den here. We'll loot all of them. I'll make a couple of new potions. And by a couple, I mean one. Take the cork bulb, that's a restore health. Take the comberry. Take the willow anthers. Don't get confused and mix these up with the muck we're carrying. We have a much more particular purpose in mind for that. I'm going to say it's got to be a cliff racer. If it was anything else, I would have seen it already. I think I got one more cork bulb. No, I didn't. Go figure. And I suppose now we're just waiting on this cliff racer. All right. Here we go. Come on, Holmes. I hate waiting for this. Let's speed it up a bit. Go fight this Kagudi while we're waiting. Now he's here. Drink the restore fatigue I just made. repair my halberd, and continue on. Now our first destination you'll see very swiftly here to the right, just across from Sturdican's farmhouse practically. This is the Sandas Ancestral tomb, and we're going to go ahead and explore it. If we head down, I already saw at least one skeleton. There are apparently two. We've got... Oh, come on. That's enough blocks. Piece of junk. Alright. It's got that damn annoying fly buzzing sound. Okay, that's enough of that. I'll start left. Bone meal's worth selling. A common shirt is not. A silver claymore is. An iron shield is not. That's all worth taking. Silver longsword's worth selling. Here's the corpse of a noble guard. I don't want his key, but I will take his bone meal. And as you can see, we can either go northwest or southeast. I'll go north first. The door looked relatively unprotected. Here's another corpse of a noble guard. And there's a key to the nobleman's chest next to him. Alrighty. Close now. And take that restore fatigue. Going to... We're going to need to pick this lock though. Which is fine, of course. I'm actually a big fan of picking locks. Gets me precious security experience. Now we'll kill that Bone Lord. No problem. We'll loot this area as well. Scroll of Red Mind. That's interesting. Worth selling, if nothing else. There's an apprentice's armorer's hammer. There's a scroll of Tronasa's spell twist. That's interesting. Worth selling at least. Loot these other urns. Grab an apprentice's lockpick and an expensive amulet. As we head up here, you will note ash salts. Go ahead and make another Cure Blight potion. Scrib jerky, which I'll just use to make a restore fatigue. Even though it may have more interesting uses, I don't really care. Better restore my health. There's a nobleman's chest and a small chest. We'll need to pick this lock first. Wonder if I can do it within apprentices. I sure can. That's awesome. You suddenly feel quite cold. Anyway, we'll take the Flynn, and there's an Orcish Cuirass, an Orcish Helm, 2 Orcish bracers in here, all of which are definitely worth taking. And now the 2 noble guard corpses have animated into 2 new skeleton champions. If you're curious about why we suddenly felt quite cold, that's your answer. So we'll take his claymore and his bone meal. This one has a Nordic broadsword, which is not worth the effort to me. And he's got a Nordic trollbone shield, which is definitely better than the steel tower shield we have sitting at home, so we will take that. Anyway, that's it for here. Okay. Yeah, so we'll leave the Nordic broadsword. It's not, the value to weight ratio just doesn't add up. Repairs. There's a restore fatigue. And a restore health. And we're done, so we can take off. And all we need to do now is continue west along the road. Switch back to my world map here. The next thing we will bump into should be another miscellaneous wilderness quest. Just an NPC out here on the road with a little task for us to accomplish. Get up here and kill this rat. Mostly I hate for anything to rush downhill and surprise me. Keep my stuff repaired. Ah yes, here we go. First, I'll hit the cork bulb and the comberry. Make another restore health. And then we'll chat with this gentleman, Edrus Oril. Alright, there we go. Here's Edrus. Oh, thank heavens you found me. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't shown up. I've been trapped here by some Kagudi since my friend and I were separated. Let me put that away right quick. I met a dark elf named Edrus Oril hiding among some trees. It seems he was trapped there by some Kagudi when he and his friend were separated. This quest is miscellaneous. It's called The Scholars and the Mating Kagudi. My friend. Well, let's ask his other ones first. Settlements in Morrowind. The smallest settlements are Ashlander nomadic camps comprised of small portable huts. Rural people live in Dunmer village style, groups of small huts centered around temple compounds. Town and city folk live either in the metropolitan style of Vivek City, the urban style of towns like Alderun, or the imperial style of recent settlements like Caldera. In sparsely populated Telvanni district, the few Telvanni tower towns are essentially large villages dominated by monumental wizard tower complexes. Solstheim, the Empire. The Empire of Tamriel encompasses the 9 imperial provinces, Skyrim, High Rock, Hammerfell, Somerset Isle, Valenwood, Elsewhere, Black Marsh, Morrowind, and the ancient imperial province itself, Cyrodiil. Dating from the first era Cyrodiilic Empire, the empire is almost 4,000 years ago. But more properly, the current empire dates from the beginning of the Third Era and the crowning of Tiber Septim as Emperor of Morrowind over 400 years ago. The current emperor is Uriel Septim, 24th of the Septim line. My friend, you've met Thorinor then? I don't dare try and go back while they're still prowling the area. Perhaps you can take care of them, or find another way for us to get back? Your journal has been updated. I'll get rid of the Kagudi. You'll get rid of them? Excellent, although they're such marvelous beasts. Quite interesting, you know. Goodbye. So, I found Edris Oril not far from his friend. A small group of Kagudi had gotten between him and the path back to Thorinor. Good thing I found him, or he might have been trapped out here for a much longer time. Edris Oril refuses to move from his hiding place with the Kagudi still on the prowl. Finally, I've agreed to help Edris Oril find his friend Thorinor. To do so, I'll have to get rid of the nearby Kagudi that Edris fears and seems so fascinated with. They're just over this hill. They're not particularly difficult to find. There's another cork bulb. Go ahead and make another restore health while we're at it. I'll even make sure to stack it with the others. Here's another nice big group of harvestable plants. Cork bulb, a couple of comberries. Willow flowers are certainly nice. And black anther is at least worth selling. Oops. There's another cork bulb. That's yet another restore health. Awesome. Make sure that one stacks, because I prefer clean inventory. And now we've got to get rid of these Kagudi. Mating Kagudi, you'll notice, are tougher than normal, but not too terrible. Take the comberry. We'll jog down here just to complete the next intersection mainly. Get some gold cannet and stone flowers. Get another cork bulb and some heathers. Suppose we should repair our gear. Pop a restore fatigue and a restore health. Don't miss this book here. That would be Kagudi Mating Habits, which we can read and remove from our book list. Notes: Kagudi Mating Habits, Edris Oril. Observations made on wild Kagudi in southeastern Morrowind. Kagudi do not seem to travel in large packs as previously believed. Perhaps they group into larger packs when mating season is imminent. Females seem to be dominant sex. Males will bring gifts of food in exchange for mating advantage. Males sometimes attacked. Loud vocalizations heard exchanged, believed to be from males, especially at night. Fascinating. Males do not seem to engage in physical confrontation for reproductive rights. Some posturing, but no conflict. All Kagudi display increased aggressiveness during mating. Must be careful not to be seen. Mating Kagudi found to be increasingly territorial. And that's actually worth taking just to sell. Unless, of course, it turns out he wants it for the quest. I can't remember if he does or not. We'll head back to Edras. Let him know it's safe to proceed. What do you want? You've gotten rid of them? Excellent. Well, let's head back to Thorinor then, shall we? Of course. I think I might have missed a comberry up here. Sure did. So we'll check out that farmhouse in a second. But for now, let's just run a little bit farther ahead to Thorinor. Alright, good. I just need to wait for Edras to catch up, wherever the hell he is. On his way. We're actually not going to explore that farmhouse. That's Alof's farmhouse. We'll be sent there soon enough on a Fighters Guild quest. Well, not soon enough. We'll be sent there, eventually, on a Fighters Guild quest. Your journal has been updated. I've been able to escort Edras Oril back to where I found Thorinor. Ah, you've found my friend Edras. Wonderful. Settlements in Morrowind, Solstheim, the Empire. My friend. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much this means to me. I'm afraid I don't have much to give you as a reward, but this amulet may help you in your travels. It's helped the two of us out on a number of occasions. Take care. Your journal has been updated. Amulet of Slow Falling has been added to your inventory. Goodbye. I was able to reunite Edras Oril and Thorinor. Hopefully these two pilgrims will be able to continue on their journey now. Hopefully they'll stick together from now on. They've given me an amulet for my troubles that they say is enchanted. And the Amulet of Slow Falling is actually not bad. Slow fall 30 points for 10 seconds on self. Alright, let's grab this cork bulb, or not. Let's loot these flowers here. Gold Cannet and Heather. And then if we do duck north into this little area, I believe what we're going to find is the Serrano Ancestral Tomb, which is another place that does feature in a quest later on. I'll double check that. Regardless, I am going to go ahead and kill this Netch after I kill the Nyx Hound. And we'll even search the plant life too. Black Anther. Oh, looks like I'm not going to get the Netch leather for my trouble. That's okay though. Comberries, more cork bulbs. Repair my halberd. I think I got 3 cork bulbs. That'll be 3 more restore health potions. I need to pop another Restore Fatigue, which I'll do right quick. And then we'll move on. Because just past here, plenty of worthwhile plant life, including another cork bulb, which is another Restore Health. And I've got a couple of notes to make. Alright, good. I think we should be ready by now. Let's move on. Up here on the left, surrounded by willow flowers. And across the way, one more cork bulb, is the Fields of Kumu shrine. We brought our portion of muck, so let's go ahead and offer it at the shrine. Would you like to donate muck and ask for a blessing? I would. Just a moment, sorry. Notes, notes, notes. Alright, let's donate our muck now. Yes. Your journal has been updated. The grace of humility. Thank you for your humility, Lord Vivek. I shall neither strut nor preen in vanity, but shall know and give thanks for my place in the greater world. Now we absorbed the blessing, which sometimes happens. But I made the pilgrimage to the Fields of Kumu and read the grace of humility. Now, one other thing to do, if, say, you weren't paying attention early on, or you forgot to stash a portion, I'm going to head out there just for exploration's sake. As you can see on a little island out there, there's a whole bunch of harvestable muck. Very good. Now I want to explore out here just for exploration's sake. Even though I don't and I'll level with you. I'm actually interested in the muck too, because we can cure diseases with it. So, search the muck sponges for a bunch of muck. We got salt rice too. Oh, it's mud crabs. Say, I think it's a droog that saw me just then. The wax is worth selling. Outstanding. Alright. Let's search all the muck sponges and all the other plants too. So we got marshmallow out here, which we know is handy. So with all that, let's see, I got a cork bulb root. I got several marshmallow, which will make restore health. Got some crab meat, which will make restore fatigue. And let's see, I got some scales, which will make a water walking. And I got muck, which will make cure common disease. I don't particularly care if it also drains my personality. I've had worse. Okay. Let's stack all the potions I just made before I forget. And get back to the road. Which is now a pretty straightforward romp back to Pelagiad with just some plants to harvest and maybe a few critters to deal with along the way. Like this one. We'll go back down to road level now. Nick a few more calm berries. And cork bulbs and other stuff. As we track back. Can't tell what's after me. Oh, there it is. A cliff racer, because of course. Honest to God, what the hell else would it be, right? Let's see, we got cork bulb, we got comberry. Go ahead and make another restore health. Stack it. Consume a restore fatigue. A little bit more black anther, some heather, cliff racer, nice. Same thing here, the usual set of flora. Does include a cork bulb, which I like. Restore health is good. Never going to complain about it. That niche is out of reach. And we get here. Now this is familiar territory. We came out of there last time. This niche is decidedly in range. For that, we thank you. Let's see, looks like we got a couple more Kagudi up here. That's fine. That one's diseased. Pop another Restore Fatigue. And check out the signage, just so you've kind of got a preview of what all's going to be happening next. After we offload again in Pelagiad, we'll finally turn toward Balmora by way of the road we were told to take way back in Seydanine, which is right there into the Foyada Mamea. First, though, we'll clear this road. Although I'm going to skip the encounters on here for now. And just make my way back in preparation for an offload. Oh goodness. What do we have here? I will, however, go ahead and kill critters and loot plants, because actually clearing out this stretch is next on my list. As we whip through here, well, well, let's see, what do we even have here? Have I done this already? Quite possibly. Adanu Moran. Yeah, we'll do that soon enough. Oh gosh, come on, team. So we got another Kagudi to deal with. That one landed a hit. Nice work, Skippy. Pop one of those restore healths, even as I make another one. When you hear people who are experienced with Morrowind talk about alchemy being overpowered, you don't even have to use the glitch for it to make the game. That's Mori Armin. We'll talk to her pretty soon too. For now though, we'll just focus on clearing all the plant life. So there's an intersection here, which there's an obvious road going west, but none of the signs point that way. It says Pelagiad, well, Pelagiad west, Balmora that way, and I guess that you'd just call a side path, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, let's keep getting all the loot. Our restore fatigues run out. Let's hit it one more time. Deal with the forager. Get another cork bulb. This cave, I believe this one's a smuggler's cave, which we will be clearing soon enough. Yes, Ula Musa. For now, we'll just head back, get another cork bulb, or not. Get another comberry, or not. And lo and behold, we're back at Pelagiad. I've been going about 45 minutes. That's not too bad. Let me just duck in here. I'll note that I am out of restore fatigues. So there's 1, 2, 10. Yeah, perfect. Why not? And what do I have? I've got 1 racer plume, which I can mix with a trauma root for a new levitate potion. Got a bunch more willow anther. Stone flowers just for sale. Got a bunch more scrib jelly. Scales can mix with coprinus for water walking. Let's do that. Put those back. Salt rice. Netch leather goes in the stack. Still got quama eggs. Heather's for sale. Gold cannets for sale. Droog wax is for sale. Comberry goes in a stack. Bone meal and black anther are for sale. If I head over here, water walking and levitate can stay here. I really don't need that much cure common disease or cure blight disease. Other than that, I'm good on potions. Back to here. I have filled 2 more petty soul gems, which will go here. I have 1 empty lesser and 1 empty common, which go into a stack. Repair tools, fine. Thief tools, fine. Those are for sale, for sale. Potions are good. That's for sale. The Amulet of Slow Falling goes with my enchanted gear. The Orcish gear is for sale. The Nordic Trollbone Shield beats a steel... or maybe it doesn't. Oh, what do you know? Well, it weighs less and it has the same armor rating. Yes, I'm going to say the Nordic Trollbone Shield beats the Steel Tower Shield. Those other weapons are just for sale. All that's left is to sell stuff. Let's do that. I'll pop another Restore Fatigue while I do it. We'll start here with Mabestian, because he's the only person in town who will buy some of the things I'm trying to sell. Like Flynn. Like these ingredients. Kagudi mating habits. Scroll of Red Mines, Scroll of Tranasa's Spell Twist. Cool. Let's go visit Ulernil. Who should be able to buy the Orcish Bracers, Steel Tower Shield, Silver Longsword, and a Silver Claymore's pushing too hard. That's fine. I'll go visit Shadback inside the fort. I'll go ahead and give her the Cuirass. And then I'll wait. Give her the helmet. And a Claymore. I'll go visit Ulernil. I'm pretty sure he can take the other Claymore. And the expensive amulet can go to Mebestian. Everything else is something I actually want to carry. Cool. Alright. So with that all done, we can head out here. And get back to the road. I think I'll make a new anchor save and go ahead and end the video. We aren't quite at the 1 hour mark, but this is a pretty good stopping point. Next time, we're going to begin exploring the road to Balmora. We already saw where we'd need to turn, so we'll hit those caves and chat with that person we saw between here and the Foyata, and then we'll make our way through to the actual town. Until then, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy my videos, please consider clicking an ad, liking, sharing, or subscribing, any or all of which would really help me out. Regardless, please know that I really do appreciate the time you spend watching, and hope you have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.